Hello Aries, welcome to my channel. I am Iris Siriani and I'm here to do your monthly love guidance reading. And now I read my cards intuitively so that I'm delivering messages that are for your highest good. If you would like a private reading with me, I will leave all of the contact information below this video. So let's get started on your love guidance for January 2019. Now I'm using 3 different decks. I'm using Call Up Aaron Reed's Wisdom of the Oracle. And this is, I use this deck to pull the overall energy for the month. And your overall energy this month, Aries, is regeneration. And like winter time, we need time to regenerate. So everything has died off now, where it's winter in the Western Hemisphere. It's died off and we don't have snow, but a lot of people have snow. And although we think that there is nothing happening, there is something happening for us. We are resting. The winter time, you know, the trees and nature, everybody's resting. The bears are hibernating. They're resting and they're recuperating and they're regenerating. So even though things might not seem to be moving forward in your life right now and this month, it is your time to just relax, sit back, relax, and just let things be for a little while, because new growth and new forward movement and new revitalized energies will come to you before you know it. And sometimes we get caught up in this state of do and be, and I got to do this and I have to accomplish this and all of that kind of stuff. Now is not that time. It's your time just to kind of, you know, let things that need to die off, let them die off. And because this is a love guidance reading, the sense that I'm getting with this regeneration card is that you might be struggling to let something die off, and you're struggling to keep it green when it's not meant to be green. And so this message for you is that it's okay. It's okay. You need to just let whatever be, just let it be and let it go where it needs to go. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just pulling cards from Doreen Virtue's Fairy Tarot deck. And the 3 cards that are coming out right now represent some of your past energies. And some of the past energies speak of the strength, you know, having the inner strength to do what you need to do, and relying on the power of kindness, forgiveness of yourself, forgiveness of somebody else. And I almost feel like this message is for perhaps a few of you, certainly not all of you, but I get a sense that something has happened in your past and you might be having a hard time forgiving. Part of you wants to just let it go, but perhaps there's a fear around letting it go. And this card is reminding you that, you know, forgiveness is for yourself, but it's not for the other person. It is for yourself, and it allows you to move forward and make whatever decisions that you need to make for yourself, so that you can move forward. And you know, no man is an island. And this 10 of spring, you know, you're kind of hesitant. I sense a certain sense of reluctance or hesitancy, and maybe you're trying to talk yourself out of doing something that your heart really wants you to do. in some way. Like I said, I don't know that this is for everybody, but this is definitely a message for a few of you. And you know, together with the strength card, you know, just have the strength and have the courage to forgive yourself, forgive the other person, and allow yourself just to move forward. And don't be afraid to rely on other people. You know, if you're going through a difficult time right now, lean on your friends, lean on your family who will support you and encourage you in making decisions for yourself. Because I get the sense that you have been juggling a lot of things in your life, and you're trying to keep all of these different balls up in the air, and things are starting to get really heavy, and it's becoming a burden for you is what I'm sensing. And I'm thinking this card here isn't specific to just those few. I'm sensing that this actually is for the majority, is that you've been spending a lot of time trying to be everything for everyone, and keeping all of those balls in the air is becoming just too much for you, and things are going to start falling down around you. And you know, interestingly enough, with this regeneration card, you're going to have to let go of some things so that you have time to regenerate and rest and recuperate. And so that's kind of what the past energy has been for you, and that trusting that, you know, you don't have to be everything for everybody. You can be for yourself, and you know, give yourself the opportunity to trust other people as well, is what I'm hearing, and to lean on other person. Like, perhaps you're always the giver. You're always giving so much, and you're there for everybody else. But who do you go to lean on for support? And that's really the message here, is just allow yourself to lean on. You don't have to lean on everybody. Just find one person to lean on for support if you have your tribe that you can lean on for support. The next set of cards I'm pulling for you is your current situation, what you're experiencing right now. And I've just pulled the Prince of Autumn, and this one talks about cautious but wise action, and not taking yourself so seriously, taking action, being cautious about the decisions and choices that you make, but allow yourself to do it with a place of impish. The word impish is coming up for me. So that humorous side, you know, like, try not to let your life be so serious. Find the humor in things. Lighten your load, and be more not childlike, but you know, make decisions with a light heart. A light heart is what I'm hearing with this one. Pull out a few more cards. Oh, that one wanted to jump out. This is the Three of Winter, and I'm going to put that together with the last card, because that card here, the Three of Winter, also, oops, there's the last card here. That last card too also talks about leaning on others for love and support. And here, okay, so leaning on others for love and support. When you don't feel strong within yourself, rely on others to be strong for you. It's like footprints in the sand. If you've ever heard of or seen that, you know, where, you know, who were you, where were you carrying me, or where were you when I needed you the most? And then you see these footprints in the sand, and there's only one set of footprints in that sand. And so somebody else was carrying you. So that's what this card is talking about, is allow yourself, and I'm getting goosebumps all over, that this is your time now to let go of all of the balls in the air and lean on somebody else for support. Allow somebody else to carry a load that you're not able to carry for yourself, because there's something that is really weighing you down, and it's causing you to be very distracted and to be very timid, almost like dreaming like, how else can my life be? There's got to be something more than this. That's the energy that I'm feeling around this particular card, because everybody wants so much of you and you're giving so much of yourself, but you're so distracted that you're not giving anything back to yourself. So that's what your current state is. And I'm almost getting like shivers. It's not cold in this room at all, but I'm getting like shivers in my body, and almost like a fear of what happens if I let go of everything and trying to be to give so much of myself. And it's a time to let, ooh, two of the cards came out right away. So the High Priestess, I love this card for you in this reading, and the Queen of Autumn. And I'm going to just pull one more for you, because this regeneration, things need to die off, like the winter time. In order for it to have fresh blossom in the springtime, we need to let things die off, and we need to let go. And this weight and this burden that you've been carrying, and all of these balls that have been in the air for you, you know, it's time to let those go. And so the last three cards that I pulled for you are your guidance for steps towards moving forward for you. And I really love this. This High Priestess is like, it's our inner knowing. We intuitively already know what it is that we need to do, but we don't trust our intuition, because if we let go, then what happens next? And this High Priestess speaks of trusting your intuition. And when you trust your intuition, you end up letting go of people, places, circumstances, whatever it happens to be. And that lends itself to a practicality, patience for yourself, patience for other people, time for yourself, honoring yourself, loving yourself, putting yourself first, being the king or queen of your own domain, and giving back things that are not yours, that don't belong to you, and not in a physical way, but things that aren't for you. Taking on other people's burdens as your responsibility. This is what this card is talking about. Give that back to them. That's what this card is also talking about. Let people own the things that they need to be responsible for themselves. So if you have children that have been weighing heavy on you, and you are constantly saving themselves from their own experiences because you don't want them to suffer. You're actually doing them and yourself an injustice. They need to be able to figure things out on their own, to trust their own intuition, to have their own learning experiences so that they can have more depth and richness and satisfaction in their lives. So that letting go, and when you can be generous and kind and caring, but you also have to be generous, kind, and caring to yourself. It's about putting you first. It's about you trusting your own intuition and going within yourself and finding what that voice is trying to tell you, and then moving forward from a position of strength and kindness and caring and compassion. And courage. I feel like I feel a lot of fear, and I feel a lot of heaviness, of letting go of something that really has been had you in a tight clasp, and you almost feel. I'm just going to do an overall look and feel for this reading, because with regeneration at the top of your reading for the energy for January, it's like you've been clinging to something and not wanting to let go of it, because if you let go of it, and this is the sense that I'm getting, if I let go of this, if I stop juggling all of the balls in the air and giving so much of myself, then what? Then I lose control. Then what happens to me? But when you rely on yourself, when you bring a little bit more humor and lightness into it, and allow yourself to lean on people that you trust and you care about, and stop like flitting from, well, I got to do this and I got to do this and I got to do this, and juggling all of those balls, and then ending up with, God, there's got to be something more to life than just this. When you let go of that and let that process of life and rebirth, or death, and as in letting go of something and then allowing it to be rebirthed into something new, and you trust your intuition, you move forward in a more strong, patient, confident, self-fulfilling kind of way, and it's easier to let go of those things. And so your overall reading this month really is about trusting yourself to let go of the things that have been really, really heavy on you and creating a lot of anxiousness within yourself. So the last card I'm going to pull for you is Divine Guidance, Blessings, and Enlightenment. And this deck here comes from Kuan Yin, Oracle cards from Kuan Yin. And I find with these cards, the messages resonate with almost everyone in where they are in their life right now. And they usually deliver the exact message that you need to hear. And so this one here is Immortal Treasures. What a beautiful card and illustration. And this is, I do read from the book, from this deck, because the messages are so divine and so on point. So let's just do this now. Card 14, here we go. $13, $14, here we go. Immortal Treasures. You carry within you precious immortal treasures, beloved. They exist beyond life and death, belonging to celestial heavenly realms of the divine presence within you. Kuan Yin now guides you to honor these treasures, the gifts of your soul, which include the ability that you have to transmit healing. Honor yourself as a healer, beloved. Whether formally or informally, your soul brings a special healing light to humanity. You have divine support in your role as a healer in whatever way, usual or highly unusual, that is unfolding for you right now. So this would lend itself that perhaps a lot of you have that desire to be a healer or move down a healing path. And this message is saying, yes, you need to bring your healing energies into the world. Each soul is unique and precious in and of itself on its way. Certain souls have the light of healing. Yours is one such soul. Your presence on this planet brings light and hope to others, sometimes in ways that you don't consciously recognize. Kuan Yin is with you, guiding you to open to perceiving and utilizing the immortal treasures that lay within you, the beautiful light and gifts of your own divine soul. Just remember to take care of yourself too. An empty cup cannot fill another. It's better to allow your inner cup to be spiritually filled and emotionally and physically replenished through balanced self-care, a bit of indulgence, balance with loving discipline and boundaries that make you feel safe and secure within. And again, we're talking about the regenerate, letting go, honoring yourself, taking care of yourself, not flitting from one thing to another. Just be focused inwards and trust your intuition. To find the right way to care for yourself, explore what might work for you. It might be yoga and meditation, a little sacred time each day to sit with a crystal or talk to from your heart with your guidance, a health retreat, time in nature, a good book, and some time laughing or playing with loved ones. And we talked about bringing more of that humorous lightness into your life. Your healing ability will find new levels of power and strength through exploration of self-care. The immortal treasures of the soul are to be shared with loving respect of your own self as well as for others. This oracle can also indicate that it is helpful for you to explore healing of an issue that you have been dealing with and is yet to be resolved. If you have been contemplating visiting a healer or taking a break from a stressful situation, this card supports you in doing so. You might simply need a chance to replenish and withdraw for a short time may help to meet this need. You may also benefit if you feel so inclined from a healing from another. So that's a good opportunity for you to go and get some healing work done on yourself. Trust your intuition and allow yourself to honor your own special light and the need that you might have for receiving healing just for you at this time too. So this is all about also leaning on others for support and trusting that there are people who will be there to support you. Kuan Yin will help you find your way. The process below will start you in receiving her help. So it goes in to talk about the immortal treasure healing. So, beloved Aries, this is your time to let go, go within, replenish, heal yourself so that you can bring your own healing gifts out into the world. Because when you are exhausted, you are no good to anybody else. So take this time this month for yourself and take care of yourself. Those are my messages for you, Aries, this month. I hope that you find something that resonated with you. If you did, please go ahead and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell button so that you can be notified when I post a new video. And if you would like a private reading, go ahead and contact me. All of the information is below this video. And follow me on Instagram at Iris Siriani. And until next time, blessings to you. Bye for now.